and this offense going.
Get to the outside. Big pickup. Jen.
Wetjen on, watch both tight ends, Arkin, Eric all 83, Luke Lachey 85. That is a great job downfield by those guys. Why are they at Iowa? I'll tell you why they're at Iowa. They get paid.
Handoff outside. Wetjen to the corner. Out of bounds. They're going to mark him at the 4.
He was anticipating contact and just runs himself out of bounds. I can't run that fast. I don't know what the momentum does to you, but just takes himself out of bounds right there. Well, that would be one we look at there again.
That was close.
It looked very obvious to our naked eye.
Leaving Kalamazoo, but definitely some transfers and some Big Ten guys who have made an impact for this Western Michigan team here this year. Kaden Wetjen receives the first kickoff and a big gain across the 40 and a good start here for the Iowa Hawkeyes. You got people that can help you go find them. Wetjen fielding the kickoff. And he had a good...
It's just booming, and I absolutely love to be a part of it.
And we're here to promote. We've been talking about it in the first half. Tickets still available for the crossover at Kinnick.
Yes, we're going to have a crossover in Kinnick here, playing a basketball game.
Unbelievably conservative play calling, up 7-0, even 7-3.
They have had trouble kicking off out of bounds. This is Wetjen on the return from the edge, and Wetjen somehow tunnels out of that across the 30-yard line.
Holding that one for the time, for the moment, and put 2 on the board.
Wetjen from the 14. And Wetjen has a crease. He's across the 40-yard line in great field position.
Saw the Gophers go down the field there a little bit more than he would like, but still, going back to the first half of last week, they have not given up a touchdown in the last 6 quarters. Kaden Wetjen out to the right side and tripped up there at the 25-yard line. And looking at the possibility of a bowl game and chasing the Big Ten West title. Wonderful seed here at Wrigley, and let's play ball. From 2 yards deep, Kaden Wetjen upended right as he got to the 25-yard line.
And Wetjen going to bring this one out. Hurdles a tackler and has it out to the 20-yard line. If ever there were a time to deliver on a kick return, it would be right here. And Wetjen's going to bring this one back. Takes it in at the 30. Makes a man miss. And brings this one all the way out to the 45-yard line.
Cooper DeJean is out for the year. He is a fantastic returner, so they'll have to turn their attention elsewhere, and they do so. Get up to the 25-yard line before he is pushed back. Sheedy with his second punt of the day. Wetjen back deep to receive at his 35-yard line. This is actually a pretty good punt. Good hang time. Wetjen backpedaling, has it at the 26, makes one man miss. And he is spun out of bounds at the 35. Late flag because there was a late hit. And he does get that one away. He was definitely hurried. Wetjen grabs it at the 38, makes one man miss, trying to get to the outside. Nothing doing. The ball is loose. I believe Iowa fell on top of it.
Something about that San Francisco team, though, man.
Yep. Wolverines send it away, and they'll bring it out of the end zone. That's Wetjen, sideline. Wetjen knocked out at the 30. And Wetjen will bring it out of the end zone. He's done a really nice job returning kicks and punts today.
Peyton Manning is checking in on his balls today in this Citrus Bowl. Short kickoff and returnable across the 25 and outside the 30. Wetjen with a nice return. I've been wrong before, though. A low line drive kind of punt. Played on a bounce and A nice return, very nice return. Who knows? That might actually change the strategy with 21 seconds. There's a penalty flag, though, down.
Well, fourth in scoring defense last year in the country behind Michigan, Ohio State, and Penn State. Top 4 scoring defenses for the Big Ten. And pitching a shutout today and looking to make something happen on special teams. Wetjen has had a return for a TD called back today. Been nightmare fuel for Rittenhouse today, sacking him twice in this game. Got the punt here by Hayden Futch. This is returnable for Wetjen. There's just maybe not enough room along the boundary, but he creates room! Oh my goodness, Wetjen is so fun to watch.
Almost with his back foot on the back line. And the kick is going to go around midfield, taken at the 48 by Wetjen. And Wetjen, nifty little return back to about the 43-yard line.
Well, not just around here.
Everywhere. And this one's going to be returned too. All of a sudden, Wetjen trying to come out of the end zone with one and got mauled under at the 21-yard line.
They've been bottling up the run the last series.
This one will be returned from the 3 by Wetjen. Cuts near side, got a block, got the edge at the 30 and run out of bounds around the 35. Nice run back.
Yes, he's got some quicks.
33-yard kickoff return.
Watch the blocker and Wetjen turn out at the same time.
Boy, that was good timing, wasn't it?
Both of them.
That is Kaden Wetjen, who had a nice kick return last time he touched it.
Oh, this is returnable. Low kick.
Wetjen's got a backpedal all the way to the 11, though. And bringing it the other way. And a nice return out to the 30-yard line.
This guy is not gilded. He's the real deal. He's gold.
Spinning kick. Let's do it. This is Wetjen. And Wetjen out across the 30 before he's driven out of bounds.
Even in there on that return, trying to show you special teams. Not afraid he's taking that too deep in the end zone. He's coming out. Does a great job of setting things up, guys, getting out of his way.
They fake it to Johnson. Crossing route. Catch is made by Wetjen. Down to the 7-yard line.
Wetjen was the option on this one, and I love the decision because the other option was the one he threw last week and got it intercepted on the deep over. Wetjen does a nice job of feeling the coverage on top of him and coming back to the ball slightly.
Mark Crawford turns 31 years old in December. Will punt it away. Wetjen back, has it, looking to return it. Wetjen, dangerous. Wetjen to midfield, but a flag down at the 40.
It's really troublesome for them throwing on 3rd down or 2nd and long now against a lot of pressure from the Minnesota defense.
Short kick, Wetjen from the 5. Wetjen through, hit across the 25 down to the 27. Minnesota trying to keep it here at their facility, but Iowa with 17 unanswered points in that 3rd quarter, getting the football back to start the 4th. And Wetjen will look to return it. And gets it just about to midfield.
See how close the wide receivers are to the football.
Johnson with a career high over 200 yards. Wetjen with a tough catch, gets around the edge, and then tripped up from behind. That looked like it easily could have been a loss, and he turns it into a gain of 6.
The Buckeyes all season have made people play from behind. Wetjen is going to field this one at the goal line. And he's hit before he gets to the 20.
And you keep him engaged going forward.
Will required to punt. Wetjen backpedals and takes on the return across the 35 and out of bounds.
The purple and gold to travel.
Washington and Iowa together again on the football field. Kaden Wetjen on the return, and he shimmies to the outside. He'll get to the 32. He got hit a little bit late, and they want a marker. They're not going to get it, it looks like. They'll go with a short toss coming this way for Wetjen. And he's near the 35-yard line. We're fine 7-7. Right now, we haven't seen the ball a whole lot. And this is a short kick to the 15-yard line, and Wetjen A track star in his own right gets upended at about the 36-yard line. Jack McAllister to punt. Last 2 drives, just 6 plays for Washington. They'll say no penalty on the back end of it. And there goes Wetjen. Shot out of a cannon to the 35.
On the return, yeah, I don't think there's any penalty here. Just did not get a lot of it. A little bump into the punter. That's not a penalty. And then Wetjen sees the green grass in front of him.
Just on behalf of Washington fans, though, the spirit of the rule is to make a punter who can't defend himself clean. Wetjen has been a really important part of this game. We'll see if he has one more return in him. Flag in.
People stayed positive, and yes, there was frustration, but there wasn't fracture, and I didn't see division, I didn't see blame, and I think that says something for this group with all the new pieces like you mentioned. I know they're not interested in moral victories after playing for a national championship last year, but there's something to be said about the unity of that group.
During the bye week, they went through every single game basically in succession. As this one will be returned by Kaden Wetjen. He's dangerous with the ball in his hands, and this is why. Wetjen across the 35, spun out there. Proven to be difficult around the conference in this first year. There's adjustment periods, and it'll be interesting to see how everybody does exactly that. Wetjen again will take it from the goal line. Wetjen tripped up, had that one last man to beat. Kim will boot it away. Wetjen, the return from 3 yards deep. And Wetjen runs into a wall across the 15, doesn't even get back to the 20.
So the game is not anywhere near out of reach for the Hawkeyes. They just got to figure something out here on offense.
Wetjen from the 3. This is a good start. Wetjen across the 40, another solid return. Play clock already down to 5. They hand it off. It's Wetjen. Dangerous with the ball in his hands, gets it to midfield.
Well, there's part of that change in strategy, right? It really was. Lee Child showing his skill set in full display on that one.
Here's Wetjen. Another positive return, gets it to the 30.
Akers doing what he typically does, punting the football. The dangerous Kaden Wetjen on the return. And he scoots out of bounds across the 30-yard line, just shy of the 35. The kickoff from the 20 because of the penalty for excessive celebration on Theron Johnson. Here comes Kaden Wetjen on the return. Dangerous return man.
Northwestern to trust the run game. We've heard David Brown talking about that a lot in recent weeks.
Akers kicks it to Wetjen, who leads the country in combined kick return yards for both kicks and punts. And he spins his way out of bounds around the 40-yard line. And a close game as well.
Yes, aesthetically, not the most pleasing game offensively, but that's how it is when the Hawks and the Wildcats get it on.
Here's Kaden Wetjen on the return. The punt by Akers to Wetjen from the 15. Wetjen into Northwestern territory. Wetjen's on his feet. Touchdown!
Certainly close. That right heel is probably the main one that they'll have to question whether or not Kaden Wetjen was able to stay in bounds. These Iowa fans have watched him throughout the season. A few near misses, looking like a house call was potentially there. But it does have to be clear and obvious. It needs to be viewed as indisputable video evidence to overturn the call on the field. The current call is a touchdown. So the next step of the right foot, that right heel, as he's keeping those cleats in the ground,
the ruling on the film is confirmed. Touchdown.
Just narrowly keeping those feet in bounds as he heads up the sideline.
last couple of weeks over the course of Braden Locke's time as a starter. This is going to be a pitch. It's going to be Wetjen. The return specialist gets it to the 10. Not even a minute gone in this fourth quarter as Lom will send it deep, and Wetjen will look to take this one out. Wetjen is banged down.
And the next shot, you know, you hit one out of bounds, you throw a pick, you got to play the next play. He did that to a tee to find Loya.
Dangerous return man Wetjen. UCLA angles him out past the 20. Flag down not once, but twice. UCLA's defense forces the punt. Now Iowa's defense forces the punt. And more punts in the first two possessions than we had all first half. Wetjen took one back a few weeks ago and does make a positive return out of it.
Is cleared to come back in or not?
Howes sends this away to Wetjen. Nobody returns more kicks or punts in the country than Wetjen. He goes into a collision at the 23-yard line. The seniors talk. I'm going to get emotional tomorrow. This place means so much to him, and he is doing everything he can to get Maryland back in this. Here's Kaden Wetjen bringing it out to the 20.
The sweater, the coat, it all works tonight. Nebraska up 3-0. Kaden Wetjen, his second return. And out to the 24-yard line. Brian Buschini, 46-yard average. He's rushed, gets it away. Kaden Wetjen backing up from his 18. Tries the other side. Turns on the Jets. Good pickup down the far sideline.